on my mind for reaching things that you can't. Just know I'm doing something you ain't. Simple and plain.
Seen it with my own eyes, I would get it otherwise without the luxury of leaving. The touch and feeling of free is untangible technically, is something we got to believe in. Connect the cause and the facts, one foot in front of the next. This is the start of a journey. And my mind is already gone, and the fear of the unknown somehow just doesn't concern me. And you can stand right there if you want, but I'm going on.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they put in a whole lot of hard work and preparation in the offseason. We saw them already in the preseason, and now all those adjustments get put to the test for a game that's going to count, and they're hoping to start out 1-0. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Beast out there with Iverson. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's the Magician. And it's James in at the four-man position.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Landry to the left side wing. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland with the ball. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
We talked about Chris Bosh, and he talked about the skill set and what makes him so difficult to guard. He told me he's very slippery in the post. You think you have him contained, and he'll just wiggle around his guy for a layup. where he can never act as if he has nowhere to go down low. He finds space and room all the time. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Clock is at 3. Fires from the line. The shot will not go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop. Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
And stolen by Roten. He feeds it to Covington. Picked by Okafor. Covington kicks to Okafor. Here's Roten. Bangs home the trifecta. Roten's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's North. The offensive rebound. Here's Iverson. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
To the inside. Landry gets the bucket. Landry's got his first basket of the night.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's the Beast. He's covered by Roten. Here's North. Off target from three-point range. Guys, what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season. Especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
There's a killer two-handed slam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here's Landry following the score by Cleveland. And he gets it to go. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And that's now 6 points for the Beast. Roten kicks to Covington. Picked by Okafor. Here's Covington looking for his first basket still in this one. Okafor with the screen on James. Lock at 6. Dishes it to Roten. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Well, guys, once again, the 76ers finished second to last in the East. Amazingly managed to win fewer games against the East than they did the year before, which was 14 wins in 2014.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. One thing, Greg, about Philadelphia, you talked about this. Only 12 wins for them last year against the East.
And Kevin, how about not getting a win against their own conference until December? I mean, as bad as the Sixers were last year, though, they weren't the worst. So sometimes, even for me, I still can't fathom that's the case.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Embiid with a screen on Curry. Cannon. Elbow shot is on the way. Off the left rim and out. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Goes up on the wing. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the pass to Embiid. Grant gets a wide open look. Goes back up, and the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for a three-point play.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here's the Magician. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
There's a screen by Noel. Here's Cannon, guarded by Curry. Cannon kicks to Noel. 76ers moving the ball around. Three-pointer. No good from Grant. Cavaliers trailing. Passes it to the Magician. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Baseline try. Some solid defense from Grant. For Philist under the 50% mark. Here's Cannon, guarded by Curry. Out left to the wing. Here's Grant. The 76ers again can't hit it.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll get things started. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous.
Putting all the pressure on me.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
LeBron James. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Noel is out there with Okafor. Then it's Tony Roten. Then it's Hollis Thompson. And it's Covington in at the small forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. Okafor with the steal. Now here's Thompson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. To the wing on the left. There's a screen by Noel. Roten dishes to Noel. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Landry's checked in. Mo Williams is checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 4. That's a 2 from Smith. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
For Philadelphia, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. The first free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. They've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injury.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. The Magician, he's checked in for Smith. And it's the Beast in for Williams.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in scoring, 7th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy destined to bring the bacon home for your squad.
Roten, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
The Cavaliers trail by 3.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy, because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
Landry kicks to Roten. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. He kicks to Okafor, pass to Thompson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Picked by Okafor. Here's Roten. Pass to Okafor. Got a piece of it. Here's the Beast. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Some good numbers in this one for the Beast. He's got 10 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Cannony's check in for the 76ers.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
The 76ers trailing. Roten, the pass to Leonard. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Robert Covington.
One more time, give it up for your dream team.
For Cleveland, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Here's the Magician. He's covered by Roten. There's the feed to Iverson. Deflects the pass. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Roten, no good. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
He dishes it to Okafor. The shot is off. Baj with some nice D. Here's the Magician, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
And their field goal percentage shows that, over 60 now. Tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
Kicks to Roten. The dish to Landry. Feeds to Roten. Here's Okafor. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's the Magician. Lays it up and banks it in. The Magician's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
58 seconds left to play here in the half. Roten dishes to Cannon. No good on the triple.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Here's Roten out left to the wing. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Roten. Grant outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And Grant drops them both. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Cannon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Over to the left wing. Sampson kicks to Noel. Count it from 12. And the 76ers lead by 1. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither.
And a pretty tight.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were able to squeeze ahead. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at the beast, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got LeBron James. He's out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's the magician at the small forward. Three from the inbound.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
And another miss by Cleveland. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
Thompson passes to Okafor. Landry with the screen. Covington dishes to Landry. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
And back to Carl Landry, sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy, willing to play through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's North. Good on the 3-point shot. The Beasts got 14.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here. I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low. Yet, you can't make him out to be more than he is. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Roten, no good.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
He feeds it to Covington. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And they're able to recover. And that one's good, James. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now Roten. Here's Covington. That's good from Roten on the assist from Covington. And that's now 7 points for Roten.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. He had a nice open look right there. Landry's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Dishes it to Covington, and there's the call on the Magician. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Noel comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Roten. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Curry's checked in for the Beast. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers again can't hit it. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
And Cannon gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 4. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals.
Oh!
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
To the middle, here's Embiid. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's the Magician. And another three for Cleveland.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Covington kicks to Embiid. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah, and Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel, who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric, who played overseas, and now Embiid.
Grant, he's checked in for the 76ers. J.K. Sampson comes in for Hollis Thompson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Bosch. Thompson comes in for LeBron. J.R. Smith's checked in for the Magician. And Mo Williams subbed in for Allen Iverson. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, regarding Joel Embiid, the foot was not his only injury when he entered the draft. In his one season at Kansas, he battled both back and knee injury. Obviously, though he's very young, his durability is of some concern.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Iverson's checked in for Smith. The Magician comes in for Mo Williams. And it's the Beast in for Steph Curry. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Cannon. The pass to Sampson. Embiid is at the elbow. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. There's a screen by Noel. 5 to shoot. Here's Cannon. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Philadelphia leading by 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Sampson in at the 2. They retain possession. The Magician, good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. 16 points for the Magician.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Passes it to the Beast to tie it up. But they get it back. Here's the Magician. He nails it, and we're tied up. The Magician's got 19 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Okafor gets the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's the Beast. He's covered by Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Here's North, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Carl Landry's checked in for Noel. Robert Covington comes in for Grant. Thompson, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson. And Roten subbed in for Cannon.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And it's blocked by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Oh, that's blocked. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mo Williams is checked in for the Beast.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points. Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
It's Thompson off the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling better equipped to handle the pressure.
They grab their own miss, and the dunk by Buff.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Well, the city of Philadelphia has had some tough fans. There's no doubt. You know, we've seen who's Santa Claus. You can imagine, Greg, how they felt about this Sixers team a year ago.
You know, the Sixers were going to be in trouble from the very start of the year. A lot of fans didn't even bother to show up to boo. I mean, Philly had the worst attendance in the league last season.
But they've got hope, Greg.
A lot of young talent. Maybe this is the year it starts to materialize.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Roten.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Smith for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, when you look at the 76ers, it's no surprise that they have empty seats. I mean, they ended up 12 and 29 at home, which wasn't the worst mark in the NBA, but it was tied for second worst. And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're going to see.
Roten. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. The Magicians got 6 rebounds in the game.
And Philadelphia just, at times, hard to watch, even at home. I mean, they had the worst home field goal percentage in the entire league. Hard to get the crowd into it if you are clanking it on the rim every trip down.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Roten.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the Magician. Shot clock at 6. Here's North. And the 3 off target.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Roten with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. He nails it, and we're tied up. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancer.
Curry's checked in for Cleveland. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Landry. Lets the 3 fly. Good. 24 points for the Magician.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 3. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Landry. Now here's Roten. Defense right on him. Nails it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
He kicks to Landry, and there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 1. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. seconds. Cleveland takes possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Pick by Okafor. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Timeout called the 76ers. Thompson passes to Covington. Up top, Roten. Pass to Covington to take the lead. No good from three-point territory. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Noel. Thompson is out there with Tony Roten. Then there's Carl Landry, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. And Thompson kicks to Noel. And here is Roten. Back to Noel. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Cavaliers leading. Stolen away. And there's the call on the Magician. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now here's Roten, guarded by Kerr. Pass to Covington to take the lead. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Timeout called the 76ers. The Beast is checking for Steph Curry.
Into the lineup for the Cavaliers, AJ North.
Well, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. They grabbed their own miss.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Got that one up quick. The Beasts got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Landry with the screen. It's stolen. Lets it go. Can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Inside is Noel. And yep, and it drops it rolling around the rim.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
The pass to the Magician. Takes the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
Pass to the Beast. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. It's going to be tough for them here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Roten kicks to Covington. No good off the front iron. And here are the Cavaliers. And stolen by Roten.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
At the line for your 76ers, Hollis Thompson. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Thompson nails both of them. And so here's Cleveland, and now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the first overtime. Goes up off the inbound. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's the Magician. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
What are you doing?
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
There's the feed to Roten. Fires the 3. Nails the tray.
Hollis Thompson.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went there.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
There was nothing Greg could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a build on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles, and you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game, you know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Ha. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Ha, 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 ha. Come on with it. With it. Come on with it. With it. Me and you getting it on. Don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like a Neville. Brother, leave you. Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We ain't it by the nice and the nice not. Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age still keep the mic hot. Ha, ha. Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Blessing in a recession is fool giving back to occupy labels that move, didn't wax now. Here come Bumpy on a primo track to represent hip hop from where we go back.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
I let the beat keep breathing while I spit life to you heathens. You in the wrong place, to be real, reasons. I usually don't spit corny styles like that cause I'm too seasoned. How you sending links trying to get on, you stink. MCs don't give a what you think. Rapping if it's beef, I hit a brinks and put that kind of paper on your head to make a lot of blink. Now think, wouldn't you rather keep it music than to lose it all cause of music? I'm sure that's not how Bambaataa wanted us to use it. Now move it before I lose it. And I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bar, my life rocking mics, I raised the bar. Phased them, dazed them, and blazed them all. Scar,
come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Word up.
Come on with it. Crazy. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher? Flows long around hooks so the words reach you. Joe Jackson on you, Micah, beat you. Now beat it before I pull his Tito. In your ego, it's front page news reading. My style is the barker over beats like Travis, I bark 'em. Spark 'em, overwritten flows like overflowing toilet bowls. The game is a mess. Beef ain't really over with. The only way for me to get over it is to aim at your chest. I rock with a DJ who sets the tone, plugs in 212s and a microphone, and I don't stop rocking the beats and keep rocking. As long as the streets hear heat, they keep copping, popping.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Word up. Salute to hip hop, MCs and DJs. Culture strong as ever. Bumpy Knuckles, DJ Premier. Salute, salute.
spit, lose consciousness.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Are you ready to rise to the challenge here on the Rising Stars Challenge? Then come to 2K Sports. On behalf of the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the elites playing against the stars. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And another of our fabulous all-star events, the Rising Stars Challenge. Teams composed entirely of first and second year players. Shaq, what does this game mean to these young fellas?
In the words of one of my good friends, Ken.
Hello, welcome everyone to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, as we'll see the best and the brightest young players in the NBA face off. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for the Stars. The Beast out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Porzingis in at the 4. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's North.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And once again off the mark by the Stars.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
The Magician passes to Gordon. Here's the Magician for 3, and there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. From deep. The shot will not go. And it's the Stars the other way. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Out of bounds, the elites take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Clark, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Beyond the arc, the Stars with the rebound. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. And really a surprising amount of defense being played here tonight.
There really is. I mean, what's gotten into these guys? Usually it's all offense all the time in this game. I like that they're going at it like this. It looks more realistic. What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Out of bounds, the Stars will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Stars leading by 6. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's North. It's blocked. Towns the best of the beast. 6 to shoot. Tries again, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the elites will go with a different look here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Embiid. Julius Randle comes in for Gordon. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Peyton in for the Magician. The Stars also changing it up. Okafor comes in for Towns. And it's Hezonja in for the Beast.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And once again off the mark by the Stars. The Elites trail by 6. Poke loose. On the wing, Johnson. Shot to stop the drought. Okafor grabs the miss.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Johnson. Then for the Stars, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Wiggins. And he can't hit the second. And the Stars leading by 8. Kicks it to Peyton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And for as much offense as the All-Star game features, I mean, the Rising Stars Challenge typically gives us even more scoring. I mean, this is an action-packed event year in and year out.
Out of bounds, the Elites take possession. Out to the wing. Here's Sampson. The Stars with the rebound. We've got 1:23 left in the first. Here's Russell. Rebounded by Clarkson.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Peyton dishes to Nurkic. And Okafor with the block. They get it back to the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
He hits the second from the line. The Leeds trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Stars have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And so Russell hits them both. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Peyton outside from deep three-point range. The offensive rebound. Randle kicks to Clarkson. The three-pointer no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Randle. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Hayton. Rebound the Stars. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
No good on the free throw. The Stars making a switch here. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Nurkic. And the Elites decide to take their first timeout here.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Magician passes to Nurkic. Here's the Magician. And it's off from three-point range. North. The shot will not go. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Stars leading by 9. And welcome back to the Rising Stars Challenge, a showcase for the up-and-coming stars of the NBA.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.